Welcome back to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Hope y'all is having a spectacular Labor Day. Wanted to bring you guys a show today. I was going to bring you two, but there's just not much to talk about. Wanted to keep you guys in the loop, let you know what's going on, because this week's going to be a little bit different. Obviously, today's Monday, just one show today. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are going to be all weird. This week's going to be weird because I am going to be in Canada. I'm going to try to go live as much as I can from Canada. I'm going to be at Montreal for the Iglesias fight. Yes, indeedy. I'm going to be in Canada for that Iglesias fight, which is Thursday. So I'll be there Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'll be home on Friday. Not sure what time I'll be home on Friday. Tuesday, tomorrow, I'm pretty much flying all day. My flights are a disaster. I have to fly from New York, from DFW to LaGuardia, New York City, and then from LaGuardia to Montreal. So I'm going to be up in the air all day. I don't think I'm going to be able to go live tomorrow. I may try to go live from the airport. Not sure if that's going to be able to work. I'm going to bring my headset, so I might be able to go live. We're going to give it a go. Don't know. I got to look at timing. I don't know all of this yet. So I will keep you in the loop the best that I can. But that's my plan. So this week's going to be a little screwy. Then I'll come back on Friday. We'll do a Friday night show because we have that Edward Suarez fight. That's on Friday. Conlon and all that. Conlon and Bateson is on Friday. So we got that. I'm going to release my lock of the week for y'all shortly. It's Iglesias and Conlon on the money line. So I'll have that for you guys. And then I dropped the Crocker and Donovan video today. I'm going to start another video tonight. I'm going to try to get that for you guys too. Not sure if I'm going to, where I stand with that. I don't even know what I'm going to do next. We'll look at it, and you guys can help me pick which fight I want to break down next. But I've already done most of these. I've done Iglesias. I've done Charlie Edwards. I've done Mick Conlon. Christopher Diaz and Nunez. It's not really sexy. Javier Martinez. There's not a lot for me to get into. I'm going to pull up the Pro Boxing odds to see if there's anything else that's not on my book that I can do for you. I can get out for you guys. But that's what I'm going to bring you guys. Aside from that, happy Labor Day, y'all. I hope you guys had it. I know Monday is kind of like Labor Day decompress. You guys went hard Friday, Saturday, Sunday, chilling. And then today's kind of the day that you can kick back and chill. Obviously, my Labor Day weekend got off to a terrible start when Texas got their asses kicked in an extraordinary way. Really got their ass kicked in an extraordinary way to Ohio State. But it's all good. I'm leaving tomorrow. I got this hotel that they jacked up the price on me last minute. I should have booked it, but I didn't know if I was going to go today, tomorrow, Wednesday. I wasn't exactly sure what the plan was. But yeah, it is what it is. It's what it is. All right, guys. Let me pay some bills first. Get into that, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me all forms of social media. 3D Boxing blog. Join the Patreon. Link is in the description, in the ticker below. It's pinned in the chat. Join the Patreon. Link is in the description. Link is in the description. Join the Patreon. $5 a month gets you the lock of the week, which I'm going to release today. Y'all have the lock of the week shortly. After you have the lock of the week. You guys also get the updated props, the live betting, and we'll probably do 2 parlays again this week at least. One for Thursday, Friday, one for Saturday, Sunday. I like the action this week a lot. Really good week. Again, this is going to be an interesting week. Last week was slow, but fortunately we had that show with Tommy and Johnny, which was me and Muscles, which was I thought extraordinary. You guys seem to like it as well. So we're going to try to do that again in a couple of weeks. I liked having Tommy on. I liked having the whole crew. It was cool. All right, guys. So join the Patreon. Link is in the description. $5 a month gets you the lock of the week. Gets you absolute best gambling advice. Anyone in the unboxing universe gets you access to the Discord. We do live betting, the updated props, we do all that for just $5 a month. $5 a month is going to go ahead and get you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. So make sure to get a hold of that. After we do that, guys, please head on over to carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. carnivore.com. It's the nutrition of a steak. It's the convenience of a bar. It's the carnivore bar. Carnivorebar.com. It's a meal in your pocket, the world's only high-fat, grass-finished beef bar that replaces a meal while on the move and stores for years. Get your travel autonomy and freedom back. That's carnivorebar.com. Make sure to use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. Carnivorebar.com. All right, guys. After you do that, head back to the stream. Let's get going. Let's get going, guys. Questions, comments, thoughts, super chats. Leave them now. Questions, comments, thoughts, super chats. I'm going to kind of lay out. Well, we kind of discussed the week. We kind of laid out the week a little bit. There's not a whole lot to get into today. Not a whole lot of boxing. But I'm glad everyone could make it here. DJ Green, what's up, my dude? Bounce back weekend. Celeste is in the rear view. Yeah. Tellez in the rearview mirror now. I get it. Yeah, I just got to bounce back from that. It's a brand new week. Last week was a bye week. Didn't want a bye week off the L. I wanted to get back, but refreshed, rejuvenated, and I think we're good to go. Oscar Valdez is also fighting Saturday night on ESPN Deportes. Yeah, did anyone? Let me. Yeah, he is indeed. He is. Do we get that on the app? Do we get that on the app? Let me look at this real quick. He's fighting my boy Richard Medina from out of San Antonio. There's not much else on the card, and I don't expect that fight to be much. Richard Medina is my boy. He grew up with Bam and Barrios and those dudes. He lost to Raymond Ford. He lost to George Acosta in a very close fight, and then he lost to Gio Lopez in a fight I didn't see. He got knocked down in the 8th. He's operating just below that level. Good fighter, but again, just below that level. He's a good fighter, man. He's a good fighter. I'll pull it up. This is local guy, not winning the world title, but this is who Valdez is fighting. On September the 6th, who's the promoter on this? Doesn't even have a promoter. Is this? Because I do want to watch the fight. It's my homie fighting on it. This is my dude. If you check the Texas Boxing, you see I got lots of interviews with him. It's my guy. I'm a fan. He fought Raymond Ford here. Won a couple of fights, and then he lost 2 in a row. He's coming off a win, 13 at the Techport Center. Really good dude. I like him a lot. I want to see this fight. You can see there's not much else on the fight of note. There just doesn't seem to be much on the card, but I do want to watch it. Does anyone know if we can watch this? What it does? Let me see if Pro Boxing Odds have got something on this. There it is. Not terrible. It's not egregiously bad. Plus minus 1,800 on FanDuel. Adrian Curiel, Pedro Guevara. I could break down that fight. This is not this. What card is this on? Adrian Curiel. Oh, that's on the zone. Okay, that's on the Nunez card. Okay. All right. So we got that. There's a decent. We got some decent boxing this week. We'll make it work this week. This is a fight that we can bet. I'm probably gonna do this book. This is not a fight to bet on. This is minus 3,000 and plus 890. That is way too wide of a spread. That's ridiculous. But we're gonna get into that fight. We got a lot to get into. I like the Dickinson fight. I did that video. I'll probably do Para and McCormick too. I'll probably do that video. We got a lot to get into. So what I want to do, the next couple of videos is going to be Para and McCormick. That's going to be one. Valdez and Medina, that's going to be 2. And then Curiel and Guevara is probably going to be 3. So those are the 3 fights I want to break down. I'm going to do videos on. If there's any other videos that you guys want me to do this week, forget about the 12, 13, 14. Forget about that weekend for now. I already did Crocker and Donovan. Valdez, Medina, Curiel, Guevara, and Para and McCormick. I'm going to try to break down those videos. Outside of that, outside of those 3, is there anything you guys want me to do? Are there any videos y'all want me to do? Let me know in the chat. Where is the money in the Valdez fight and the Nunes fight, in your opinion? I think in the Valdez fight, Valdez by decision is a great bet. And Sugar Nunez, boy, he's Christopher Diaz is tough as nails. Nunez has knocked everybody out, right? Or no? No, he went the distance his last fight. That's right, Rikishi. Yeah, knockout Velez, right? I would say here are the 2 bets I would look at. Do I have a prop? I don't have a prop on this, but if you get a prop on Medina and Valdez by decision is the bet. I would say by far. In this fight, Nunez and and Patufo, you gotta like Nunez by stoppage, right? Minus 1100, not terrible odds on that. Minus 1100 isn't egregious. I would look to get in on that. I think where we're going to make our money this week is going to be on Dickinson. I like Dickinson. I'm going to look at this Pat McCormick fight too. I'm going to get into that as well. So I got a lot to get into this week. I'm going to start today. Hopefully I get a video out for you guys today. And then it's going to be a good week. It's going to be a really, really good week, which we're going to get into all of it. Brandon, what's up, guy? I hope you had a great birthday. Oh, yeah. So we didn't go to a steakhouse. We went to a Brazilian steakhouse. So I thought you were taking me to the Old Warsaw, which is like my favorite steakhouse in Dallas. It's called the Old Warsaw. We didn't go there. She took me to this Brazilian steakhouse. It was phenomenal. I don't know if you guys ever been to Brazilian steakhouses, but super expensive, but super good. Like the steak was phenomenal, and they brought the pork to you. They brought the chicken to you. They bring the lamb to you. It was all different types of steak. It was phenomenal. It was honestly one of the best meals I've had in a while. I loved the meal. Totally satisfied. My wife hooked it up. It was extraordinary. Rico Santana for the upset. You see the odds on this. It wouldn't be that much of an upset. That's the 13th. It wouldn't be. I mean, it's basically even money. Santana's at plus 100, so it's even. I don't know. Let me. That's a tough one, bro. That's a tough one. I don't know. Rico Santana. That's an interesting fight. That is. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. That's an interesting fight. Bookies added Guevara and Curiel. Yeah, I'm going to try to get to that. I'm going to try to break it down. Havelock is here. There's no getting fired for Havelock. Valdez is at minus 1,200 on my local book. I would throw him in my parlay. At minus 1,200, I would lock that up. I think that's a good bet. I like the odds of that. This is the interesting fight. This is really interesting. I may poll you guys on this. I just don't know if anyone cares enough to do a poll on this. Ivan Chico and Rico Santana. This is an interesting fight. And I get why the odds are close to even on this. I do. It seems like an evenish kind of fight to me. But hang on. Rico Santana. Chico is fighting Jermaine Franklin. Yeah. Well, Chico is fighting Jermaine Franklin. Chico versus Franklin. Yeah. And then Steve Nelson and Rico Santana. Write down Ben Marksby versus Sienna Kelly. I need to have a book for it. Does anyone have a book on that? I can do it, but I don't know the odds on it. I don't know if anyone has a book on that. Let me see. Ben Marksby. There it is. Oh, there it is right there. All right. I can give that a whirl. Betway and FanDuel has it. I can do that. I don't know anything about Sean Kelly. Do I know this guy? I know he's an Irish guy, but he beat Declan Geggerty. All right, yeah, I'll do this. I'm actually interested. I'm gonna check out the tape on this. I'm gonna do this too. All right, we got a lot that we can get into. This could be an all right week. Minus 1100 for a KO is I just saw that. Minus 1100 for that knockdown of Sugar Nunez. I definitely think he knocks him out, but it's not good odds on it. I agree, DJ. Minus 1100, not worth it. Salvador Juarez 40 upset. I get it. Charlie Edwards isn't good, but I think he can survive, and I think he'll get a decision. It could get ugly. It could be messy. This is not the best fight in the world, in my opinion, to bet on, honestly. Although I do think Charlie Edwards survives this. I think Salvador Juarez makes it a disaster for him. I think he makes it ugly. I think he makes it a really, really tough fight for him. But ultimately, I do think Edwards is going to escape with the victory. Yes, indeedy. How do you feel about Nunez over 5.5? Yeah, I like the over 5.5. I like the over. I would take the over on that. Is it a 10-rounder or a 12-rounder? I like the over 5.5 either way. I like over 5.5. Oh, sorry. It's for the IBF World Title. I totally forgot that he won that world title in the Rikishi fight. So he's technically a world champion. He is a world champion now. So it's a 12-rounder. Yeah. I would take the over 5.5. I would. I still don't understand why he's fighting Christopher Diaz. How do you feel about Iglesias over 8.5 or Iglesias by decision? It depends on the odds. My inkling here, I don't mind it. My inkling is that he gets him out late. I don't know. The odds Iglesias on the money line aren't amazing, but I do think he's going to win. The decision or the stoppage is truly 50-50 to me. To me, it's kind of like which one's giving you better odds, right? And it's by decision. Let me see. Hang on. Iglesias by KO by stoppage is minus 300. Iglesias by decision is plus 380. I would take it. I mean, look, it's a little bit of a roll of dice. I wouldn't load up on it. But at plus 380, if you're getting around that, plus 300, plus 400, I don't know, it's kind of worth it to me. I'm torn. Shiskin is good. I think he's being blatantly disrespected. Shiskin could definitely, I can't say, he can make this life hell. I don't know that he can win, but he's a good fighter. This is by far the best fighter I think Iglesias has been in with. I don't think this is an easy fight. I think the odds are a little bit disrespectful of Shiskin. Mar, the Prince is here. Salute, G. Will you be covering Steve Nelson versus Rico Santana? Santana gave tough. Yeah, I will be. I'll do it 100%. Yeah, I'll get to it for sure. Santana gave tough fights to Chuck Simpson, Lester Martinez, and Daniel Blancas. Mark is, yeah, it's not terrible odds on that. I'll do that video. Sugar Nunez by over 5.5. I kind of like the over 5.5. I like the over on that. I don't have a book on that, right? No, I don't have anything on that on DraftKings. But if you're getting over, what odds? What's the line? I like it to go over 5.5. That's what you're asking me. I do. Christopher Diaz is rugged. I think he goes over 5.5. Not much over, but I think he goes over on that. Keep in mind, Nelson is fighting under Crawford card. Nelson is Crawford's guy. Santana doesn't have a promoter. Very high chance the fight is rigged in Nelson's favor. Yeah, you would think. I agree, Hank. I don't want to say it's rigged. If the decision is in doubt, you would expect Nelson to get the benefit of the doubt. I agree with that. I agree. That is Crawford's guy, hometown cheer. I know he's not from Vegas, but you guys know what I'm saying. Did you see Charlie Edwards versus Julio Cesar Martinez? Martinez and Ward are basically, they're not. Gosh. Look, I'm not telling you. I'm not here saying Juarez can't win. Juarez, this fight's ugly, man. I would avoid it. I would avoid betting this fight. If you want to roll the dice on Juarez, I understand. I do. Charlie Edwards has not been good. Charlie Edwards has no pop. Charlie Edwards cannot keep you off him, but he's got great legs. I don't know, man. It's a tough fight to bet. If you want to roll the dice on an upset, I don't hate it. I don't think it's going to happen. Like, if I had to bet, who do I think is going to win? I think Charlie Edwards is going to win. I think he's going to win clearly. I don't have any props on this at all. Do I think Charlie Edwards is definitely worth the minus 650? No, I don't. That's wide to me. I do think he's going to win, though, but I think he's be minus 400, minus 350 in that range, not minus 650. That's extraordinary to me. Why do you like to hear your? Would like to also hear your thoughts on Acosta versus Segawa fight. What card? Acosta versus Segawa. Card, yeah. Oh shoot. Oh God. Oof. Top of my head. This is the 5th. Do I have a book on? I got to do this fight. Anyone have a line on a? Oh God. Like I want to take Acosta for sure. His only loss was a very controversial loss to Ramon Cardenas, who almost stopped Inoue. Right, that's his only loss in a very close, very controversial fight. Very close, very controversial. Meaning most people thought he won. He's fighting Segawa. Segawa, veteran, 17-5, has a win over Ruben Villa. Again, almost. Oh God, this fight's tough, man. Win over Misael Lopez. He's got wins, man. Win over Lopez. Win over Ruben Villa. He's got the lopsided loss to Miko Cuello. Wow. Oh God, this is tough, man. I gotta watch the tape on this. I want to say Acosta, like Acosta, but before, without knowing the odds on that, boy, that's a hell of a fight. Like, honestly, this is a pro box card. This is a hell of a fight. Like, I'm into this fight for sure, for sure. I guess Acosta, but I say that without a ton of confidence. People like Segawa. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Segawa, it's probably the best fight of the weekend, honestly. Segawa Acosta is probably the best fight of the weekend. Yes, indeed. Yeah, it's Friday night. It's on the Pro Box card. I was unaware of that, but I'll have to do that video too. Bookies don't have this fight. Yeah, I haven't seen it on any book. I got to spar Sagawa. I wouldn't sleep on him, though. He's actually he is really good, but like so is Acosta. Acosta's really good. This is a tough fight, man. It's a Pro Box fight, guys. This ain't Pro Box fight. Bookies don't have Jordan White versus Renee. Yeah, I'm sure they'll add it as we get closer, but yes, indeed, I have not seen it. DJ Green, dude, tough, always a live dog. He gave Shu all he could. Yeah, he did. A lot of people thought I was at that fight. A lot of people thought Carrington lost that fight. I got MJ over. Anyway, I can't see it, my dude. I can't do that. He really beats. See. A lot of people felt some type of way about that fight. A lot of people felt some type of way about that fight. That fight was excellent. That was a hard fight to bet. Shushu was surprised he won. There are some guys like Floyd said this about Chop Corley, and who was the other one he said it about? Hang on. Chop. And then what's the other name Floyd always mentions as one of the hardest opponents he ever had to fight? Emmanuel Augustus is the other name he always throws out there. He stopped Emmanuel Augustus in the 9th. What was a good fight. This is back in 2000. But Emmanuel Augustus finished with a record of 38, 34, and 6. And Floyd talking about how tough he was. And this guy fought big names. Vernon Paris in 2011. Charles Hatley, Ruslan Pavadnikov in 2010. Wate Omotoso in 2009. This is a guy that fought for years. Fought guys tough. He was good. He was good. Shushu is a great guy. He's a very great guy, a great fighter, but I really think Sagawa will beat him. You're not alone, Box. You're not alone. I was at that fight. A lot of people felt that way. Yes. Emmanuel Augustus. Yes. Emmanuel Augustus. Schofield versus Muay Thai announced, and sources saying signed for November. Schofield. Gennaro Hernandez is who he won his first world title from, but he dismantled. Gennaro Hernandez, I think, should be in the Hall of Fame. Gennaro Hernandez, Chiquinito was fantastic. Right? Who did he lose to? He lost to Floyd and Oscar. Chiquinito was extraordinary. He should be in the Hall of Fame. All right, guys. Any last minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats? Questions, comments, thoughts, super chats. Only show of the day. I will be doing. I already released the Donovan Crockett video. That is live. That is there for you guys now. Check that out. I'm gonna make a list of fights I'm gonna make a list now of fights I'm finna do. Let me know what other fights that are on a book. If it's not on a book, I'm not doing it. But Marksby versus Kelly. Yes, indeed. McCormick. Valdez versus Medina. Curiel versus Guevara. And then after I get through these, I'll try to get to the Pro Box cards as well. All right. So I'm going to have a lot for you guys this week. I'm going to be busy. I'm going to get content for you guys when I'm in Montreal for that. It's a good weekend. It's a good weekend, guys. You think Pat McCormick KO's power? Nah, I think he goes the distance. Were you getting good odds on a stoppage? You're Pat McCormick's 30, man. He's already his full man strength. He won the Olympics. I think Parr goes the distance with him. I don't see him stopping him. Parr's been stopped twice. Roman Villa, and then once early in his career, I wouldn't even count that. I think it goes the distance. I would take McCormick on the points. I would take McCormick on points. Hell no, I'm getting minus 200. But the Sixers plus 200. I would take that. Guys, McCormick by decision at plus 200. I would take that for sure. Siskanen is good, but looks like he only has one gear. I agree with this take by David. Siskanen looks good, but he only has one gear. Iglesias can step up. I agree. There's much more to Iglesias. He's got many more levers. Siskanen doesn't, but Siskanen's a really good fighter, guys. A really good fighter. I don't think he's going to win, but I don't think it's going to be easy for him either. All right, guys. I am going to wrap this up unless you guys have any last-minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats. It was a little bit more lively than I thought. You guys came today. Happy Labor Day to y'all in the United States. Again, no show tomorrow probably. It's going to be a weird start to the month, but I'm glad I got this in show for you guys today. If you have any last-minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats are always appreciated. Let me know now or forever hold your peace, because I'm going to be wrapping this up in just a minute. I will get those Barksby, McCormick, Valdez, Gurriel. I will get all those out to you guys in the next few days, starting today. But let me know what you guys think. September 1st, 2025, from Texas to the world. Thank y'all, and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.